Hi everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdie.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 143. I had to look at my note. And I am so excited to bring you this little Halloween treat. It's been, I think, 9 years since I made one of these, or at least the first time I showed it. And I thought, you know what, it's time for an update for this cute little project. And by showing you now, I have given you plenty of time for you to make 1, 2, or 100 of them, depending on how many you need. And it's adorable. So I have had my old one sitting on my desk for so long, so I remembered to do it. I was going to do it last year and I forgot, and then I was like, oh, I have to do it this year. So so hopefully you will enjoy it. If you are here, make sure you say hi. I am watching live over off to the side in the chat room, so if you have any questions, make sure you let me know. If you I know you have to be logged into your Google account or in order for you to join in the chat, so just make sure you do that. Otherwise, just leave it in the comments underneath the video, and then YouTube will let me know that you have a question or you have made a comment, and then I can respond and answer you. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back. My name is Diana and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. And it is still kind of warm here. I turned the air conditioner off because it's noisy in the background, so it's kind of hot now. But hopefully that will help with the sound. I know I can hear it on the replay, and I hate for it to bother you if that's the case. So I thought, you know what, I'll just turn it off today, and we'll just sweat behind the camera. so anyway, so I'm gonna turn the camera so we can get started. So this is just a little bit seasick right there, so hopefully that wasn't too bad. I try to spin it kind of quickly. All right, very good. Now what you're going to need, so this is what I'm using today for this here project. I'm going to be using the Best Witches, so hopefully you are not sick of seeing these cute little girls. I hope everybody ends up getting this set. So the more I demonstrate it, the more I hope you fall in love with it. So we're using the Best Witches. I'm also using Scary Cute. These go super cute together, and because I'm going to mix and mingle the greetings, so that's what I needed the Scary Cute for. I'm also using the tailor-made tags. All right, you are also going to need a Tootsie Pop, whatever color. All right. I have these cute little straws, so you can get these anywhere. There's the paper straw, but I am going to trim it just a little bit. So I'm just going to take a little bit off of the end there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of unroll this a little bit. I don't want to touch the candy in case someone's going to eat it. But I just want to slide this in, and I kind of want to stick that in, and then you can re-wrap it. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to take some of the linen thread, and I'm just going to tie it around, and that's just going to make sure that this is good and tight on there. And you're not going to see this anyway, so this just is an extra little security that straw is tight. And it's okay, once the person gets it and wants to eat it, they can totally pull that straw off if they want. But I just thought it was cute to add that to that. And then just cut those tails off. All right, so we have our cute little straw and our Tootsie Pop already. Then you're also going to need natural coffee filters. I think that's what they're called. Jeff went and grabbed some for me. don't know. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. They're natural. So then you're going to want to grab 3 to 4 of them. So I'm going to grab 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're going to want to have some good, strong scissors. So I have my 3 filters. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half. Then you're going to fold it in half again. Would that be in half when you got it all like this? And then one more time. And then you just kind of have this point. Now when you cut this, you don't want to make this too big, because as you open it, then the hole gets bigger. So we're just going to take a tiny, tiny little snip off of there. Oops, I grabbed my ribbon ones. Don't use the ribbon ones. I'm going to use my paper ones. So I just took a tiny, tiny little snip off of there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to cut. So I just want to cut there. And then we're just going to cut up. Don't cut your fingers. So that's what I mean. You can do 3 or 4. The more you do, the harder it will be to cut. So you just want to have some good shears. All right, that looks good. So if you've got some of these, you can always just snip up, you know, where it was bent. So then you have this. So this is what's going to make your broom, basically. So now we're going to open this up. So when you open it up, so see that hole? So now the hole is a little bit bigger. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take your filter, and I want you to take like 2 of them, and I want you to turn it just a little bit. We still want to keep our circle. There it is. But I want to turn them so that they're not all even. And this will make your broom be like fuller when you make it. So if you want, you could actually turn all 4, but I just turned 2, and that's like half. And you just, you know, you can see that now your broom's going to be a little bit fuller. All right, so then we're going to pick this up, and we're going to stick our broom in here. Now this hole might not be all the way big enough, but I would rather it be a little bit too small. So we can just twist that straw than if it's too big. So see, it fits perfectly on there. And then we're just going to push this down. And now hold your popsicle, or whatever it is. It's not a popsicle, your blow pop, whatever it is, Tootsie Pop. And then just squeeze. So you want to squeeze this so it's making that broom shape. All right. Now we're going to decorate our broom. So I want to use the the Parakeet Party twine. Now this twine comes in an assortment. I have just put them on little clothespin, wooden clothespin things. Yeah, obviously don't come on a clothespin thing. All right, so I'm going to give myself quite a bit of a length. All right, and then we're going to wrap this around the broom, and we're going to tie it a few times. So this is where you might want to have, if you're making these for like your child's school or something, this would be a fun time to have your kid help you, so you have another set of hands. All right, so let me get this back here. So I want to go 1 loop, 2 loop, and I'm gonna try to make it be down here a ways. I don't want this tied right up into here. I want it down here further. All right, so that's good. Then we're just going to turn it. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to go 1 loop, 2 loop. And this just makes that knot stay. So then we're going to tie it in a knot. So it won't go anywhere. There we go. But now I want to give it a couple extra little loop-de-loos. You know, like when you look at a broom, there's like a couple little extra. So I want to do that. So I'm just going to wrap this around a couple times. And then it's just going to have a little bit more twine on there. And then we'll just do it in a knot. But we don't want to throw this away. We're going to knot it, but we're going to leave it on the broom because now we're going to decorate our broom, and we need something for our tag to stick to. All right. So there's our cute little broom. It's hard to see at that angle, but it is so cute with that little straw on there. All right, so let's just set our broom over there. Okay, so I've got my little witch, and I already cut her out. I stamped her with the memento because we are going to color her with the blends, of course. I also have this cute little tag, and that's from the Tailor Made Tags. I have a piece of scrap here, and I want to stamp a couple words. So I have my Love at First Bite, and I'm just using parakeet because that's what color I'm going to be using on my little witch. That is also what I used for the baker's twine. So I have my Love at First Bite. I also have Highland Heather. These two colors, to me, they really say Halloween. All right, so we have Trick or Treat, You're So Sweet. And then I'm just going to set those aside, and we'll be using those in a little bit. So let's bring our little witch over. Now, if you've seen me color her before, you're probably like going to go, oh, I am so tired of this witch. Or you're going to say, oh, I love this little witch. She's so cute. All right, so this is our light flirty flamingo on her little cheeks. And I think I colored her very similar as to how I've done before. All right, then this is dark petal pink up around the hat. And I go right over the flirty just to soften it a little bit, but you can still see it underneath. And then finish her little hands and her little legs. And then take the light petal, and then I'm just lightly touching it to fill that in. But by just touching the cardstock lightly, it makes her face kind of have like a glow in the center, because you haven't like really pounded that color on the so see how her face kind of glows in the center, because I just lightly colored it. All right, so we also want to give her little mascara or eyeshadow. So that's Dark Pool Party. And how many of you have watched me make gold before? If only we could really make gold with the blends. This is Light Cajun. I also want it down here on the broom. And Dark Daffodil. And those two colors together give you the look of gold. All right, then let's do our hair. I don't know why I keep coloring them as brunettes, but that's just what I have ended up doing, only because their little hats are black, so I want their hair to be a little bit different than their hat, so I just gravitate to making them to be a little brunette. Now there's no dye for the little witch, so I just cut her out ahead of time. In fact, I cut a whole bunch of these little girls out for treats on our trip to Illinois. So in the car, I just had my scissors and I was just cutting, and it made the trip go a lot faster. Okay, so let's see here. Let's color our cute little hat band. So we want our dark Highland heather, the little hat band. And then I also want her cape to match because she is very with the trends. She likes to make sure she's very coordinated, this cute little witch. So again, that was dark Highland heather. Then we'll take our dark freesia and add a little bit more. And then I'll finish it with the light freesia. So I'm just putting a little bit, not a whole lot, and then we'll finish it with the light freesia. And this just gives her that cute little purple cape, because she is a sweet little witch. She's not a scary witch. All right, then because I used that parakeet ink, and because I also used the parakeet baker's twine, we need to put parakeet on here somewhere. So I want to make her little dress be parakeet. And this is, I think this is my favorite green right now. So this is just a dark parakeet. And then I'll finish it with the light. She just has such a cute little facial expression, I think. And I always say, I don't know who drew this. I should find out. There's a few stamp sets that I just love the artwork. So I need to find out who drew that. Anyways, all right, so there's our cute little girl. Then I also want to do her hat. So I'm going to be using the light basic black. So underneath there and around her ear and around here will be dark. Also by the hat band will be dark as well. And then that just, when you put that dark by that light, it just makes that light color pop even more by adding that. Then I'm going to take my dark smoky and start to fill that in, not all the way because we're going to finish it fully with the light smoky. But this is just going to knock down that heavy line right there. Oop, I forgot to mute my phone. All right, hang on a minute. Let me mute my phone. Here we go. I didn't totally silent it, so it was making a noise. All right, so then we go light smoky to finish the hat. Oh, you are so cute. Oh, I forgot this. She is so cute, little girl. All right, so this is a perfect stamp set to go with the broom. So let's finish decorating it. Now I want to put my cute little girl on here, but she doesn't have a hole, like she's not a tag. So that's why I chose this tag. So I'm going to use this hole to hang it onto my broom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Tombow multi glue and I'm just going to put a little bit on her hat. And this little hole right here, kind of where that hat is, I'm just going to put that so that I can see that hole coming through. And now she is stuck to this tag. So the tag is going to hold her to the broom. So let me just let her sit and dry just a little bit. Then I also want my tag to say something, and then that's where I was like struggling with, well, what do I have for a greeting? I wanted it to have a little bit of fun, like there was Boo from that Scary, but it was kind of small. And I thought, well, why don't I just mix two together? So that's what I ended up doing. So I'm just going to fussy cut, and I want the word bite. So we're just going to cut out the word bite. So always look at your greetings, and you can make your own little sayings just by cutting out the words you want. All right, so then it's going to say sweet bite. All right. So then I just need to take my glue dots, which I have stuck somewhere. Here we go. So we're going to take our glue dot, and we're going to go one on each side. So we're going to stick bite on here. And I was going to mask it and, you know, only put bite on there and mask off the other words. And I was just like, you know what? It's just as easy to cut them out, and then you can have them be different colors, and it actually looks even cuter because it's got some dimension to it. So then we have sweet, and then I'm just going to stick that so it's kind of crooked and it overlaps the bite. Then it just, that way it kind of brings the two words together. Now, I didn't put any gel pen. We totally could. We could put a little gel pen. Now, don't forget, if you do my hippo class, and I talked about that yesterday, and I have only, you know, certain amount of them, you do get a gel pen with that class. So let's put a couple little freckles on her, and maybe a few little dots on her dress. I just like those little dots. I don't know what about the dots, but you could just see a little bit of that white, and I think it just looks so cute. So there she is. So now let's put her on our broom. So we'll get our baker's twine. So I just want my ends. So this is why I cut it pretty long, so that I have enough. I'm not trying to, I have cut it too short and then I can't mess with it. So this is why I cut it fairly long. So then she's just going to go up here into our broom like this. So let's lay her down so maybe you can see her a little bit better. It's a hard angle for the camera to catch when she's up high. All right, so then we're going to tie, and then we're going to do a bow, and then this will keep that on the tag, and then we can shorten our little loops if we want. All right, and let's trim these. I don't mind if they're a little long. It kind of looks cute if you've got a little bit of length to your tails. But look how cute our broom is. And it stands so adorable. I mean, I'll take pictures and I'll put them on my blog, like actually standing so you can see them better. But I just love how it turns out. Here's the one I was looking at from before. And you can just see. So then what you can do is you can like move the broom pieces around if you want. If you want to trim them smaller, you can. Just, you know, just be careful. But so there's two ready to go, and I think they would look so cute on somebody's desk. All right, so let me spin without making you sick. Let's see how I can do. Here she's spinning. That I can say, see you later, alligator. So let me hold it up. So isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh, I just love it. And I love the addition of the straw, because years ago I did, like I said, it was 9 years, because I had looked back on my YouTube and I was like, okay, I want to just make sure I'm doing this right, because it's been so long. And I thought, oh, because before we just left the stick, like just the regular stick from the sucker, whatever, the Tootsie Pop. And I was just like, oh, I have so many of the little paper straws. So then I thought that it just made it so much cuter. And you can find those paper straws like so many places, like even your grocery store has them. And I just thought it added, you know, a height to it. It almost looks like the broom is almost dancing, right? Because it has a little more oomph to it than just using the stick alone. All right, so I think that is all I needed to share with you today. I'm so glad that you joined me today for this Teach Me Tuesdays. And if you make these, let me know what you did, what stamp set, if you did them the same or if you changed them. They're fun, and because I just use current stuff, right? Like I know, like there was a set, I think it was last year, with brooms in it, and it might even had some broom sayings. But so you might have that in your stash, but I don't. So I just stuck with current stuff. All right, so have a great night. I will see you Friday for my dies shorts. And remember, I'm going to do some card giveaways, so you don't want to miss that. So please subscribe to my channel, click the little dinger bell, and then select all. And then that way, when I go live or upload a video, YouTube will let you know, and then you won't miss it. And I'm just going to do some card giveaways. I thought that would be fun. I have ones from my lives and classes, and like just a bunch of cards I have in my stash that I thought would be fun to give away. So anyways, so have a great night, and I will see you Friday for my die shorts, 3 o'clock, same time, same channel. Thanks so much, and have a great night. Bye.